Today we went and did the jungle tour with the AquaWorld company, which is right across the street from Paradisus. Omar was our tour guide. He was great, very nice guy. Did a quick little demonstration on what to do, and my husband listened to one of the directions. James can't follow directions.
Pretty awesome.
He said, I have 3 rules, and my husband knew one of them. He literally just gave you the instructions.
This is vacation, come on.
He's special.
I'm ready for a shot of tequila!
Said my goodbyes to my husband and said, I'm so sorry, I love you. This is probably the end. I think we might be dying soon.
Tecate. People get crazy in Cancun. It's our last full day here in Cancun, and we're gonna make the best of it.
Oh yeah.
Man, that view. Come out here and have morning coffee, have this view. I'm so lucky. Today, we're doing the jungle adventure or whatever. I think we got our own boat that we're taking through some mangroves, and then they're gonna take us out to a good snorkeling spot where then we'll snorkel for about a half an hour. This is gonna be so much fun. I can't wait to see what we capture. We want to eat at that new restaurant that's in the center of the building. Maybe hit up the beach again. I'd like to spend a little bit more time in the water and the beach. We got a lot to do today. I'm gonna miss this though. I don't want to go back to the cold. It's cold right now at home. Time to get up, sleepyhead.
AquaWorld is right across the street from Paradisus Cancun. You literally walk out the front doors and you walk straight past the golf course, down the sidewalk, and you see AquaWorld. It is super convenient for this resort because a lot of times when you take tours or you go do an excursion, you have a good 45-minute to an hour drive from here. So we decided we were going to go jet skiing and parasailing and do a jungle tour. So yesterday we went jet skiing and parasailing. The parasailing was frightening because it was windy. So we did a whole lot of rocking back and forth, and it was quite scary. We loved that it was across the street. It was the best. You check in, you do pay a $15, it's like a tourist fee per person to use the waters, which probably makes some people upset, but I totally get it. It's $15 per person on top of what you've already paid. So they check you in, they give you wristbands. So we have 2 wristbands because we already paid the $15 fee. If you take these wristbands off, then you have to pay the $15 fee again. So if you have multiple days, like we did 2 of them yesterday and then the jungle tour today, so we had to keep these on. Then there's like a little gift shop, so take some extra money if you want to go shopping there. And then there's lockers. They do take pictures, so there is a picture section if you're interested in purchasing some of the pictures. But we have to head to AquaWorld to go on our jungle tour.
Got to take these boats down through the lagoon.
James drove first and went through the mangroves.
Here's the mangroves.
Beautiful.
These mangroves are beautiful out here.
And kind of got to gun it there for a little while.
We were supposed to go snorkeling. They were supposed to take us out, and we were supposed to go out by this coral reef and go snorkeling, but the wind conditions made it to where we couldn't be out snorkeling.
Kind of a bummer, because the last time we were in Mexico, we saw 1 fish. James says there was 2 fish, but whatever.
The snorkeling was only going to be like a half hour or so anyway. The whole excursion on its own was about 2 hours long. We couldn't do that. Instead, we stopped at this little spot where we could swim for a little bit.
Since we didn't get to go snorkeling, they did take us to this little area where we got to swim for a little while.
Get in.
I'm trying. It's just a little bit silly.
I'm going on right now.
The water felt really good because on the way there I baked my skin because it was so nice and sunny today. I am getting so sunburned. I feel my body burning.
The sun here is no bullshit. Wear sunblock. I'm peeing right now.
After we went swimming, it was my turn to drive.
Randy's driving the boat.
That's when the professional took over.
Still hit the pole.
I just caught on so fast and it was so easy. And it was so fun, and I never went over the speed limit because I was too scared to go too fast. Oh, it's as fast as it goes. But as soon as I get in the seat and we're all tied up and he's kind of like turning our boats around for us, this very intimidating boat pulls up.
What just happened?
I don't know, but it was pretty scary and intimidating. There were two armed, like full army fatigues with giant guns that looked like they could go really fast. Said my goodbyes to my husband and said, "I'm so sorry, I love you. This is probably the end. I think we might be dying soon."
As if we died. We love our children.
But really, it was the Coast Guard. They were very nice. I waved and said hello, like just to make sure that I wasn't one to be taken out first.
Book those type of excursions at the beginning and not like we did on the last day, because they will let you move your day around. He was gonna give us the option to reschedule it for like tomorrow, but we couldn't do that because we're flying out early tomorrow. I recommend it, especially if it's a good day where you can get the snorkeling in, because that would have been awesome. That was one thing that we were hoping to do, but we'll get it next time. We go on vacations all the time.
But yeah, then we came back and our gentleman was stocking our refrigerator at the most perfect time. And he knew that I was struggling because I just walked up all the stairs and I was out of breath, so he gave us a few extra beers.
This sucks. We're getting ready to wrap up our last moments here at Paradisus Cancun. I'm gonna miss Cancun. The resort is gorgeous. Water's so pretty. Everybody photoshops their pictures to look like this. So if you've never been to Cancun, you're about to be blown away. Wish we could have stayed a little bit longer. If I did that, we'd go broke. Let's face it, we're just regular ass people going on trips, having fun, on vacation. There were some spring breakers partying, reminded me of what it was like when I was a young buck. Ooh, we saw some terrible stuff today. We saw some really drunk woman have to be almost carried off the beach. Yeah, she wasn't doing too well. Man, how do people get like that? I don't understand. Wait, am I still talking? Yeah, I'm really drunk. Never mind, I take that back, I understand. Tequila.
The food by the pool, really good. So good. It was very nice and easy to just go up, get a cheeseburger, sit down, eat your cheeseburger, and move on with your day. They do offer lunch at the Aqua Marina as well, but the buffet, we didn't eat it for lunch. Blue agave.
Now I got time to pack up my bags. I'm gonna pack them up, have everything ready to go for tomorrow. That way I can get up early in the morning. We can maybe even go out on the beach before we leave tomorrow. That's kind of a tradition thing usually when we stay on a beach. One of the last farewells.
So here at the Paradisus Cancun, this view in the balcony, can't beat it. Beautiful. The balcony was perfect. The resort was great. Food's good. I actually think the resort is absolutely gorgeous. They do have entertainment. It's just lacking. So if there's anything that I think that they need to up it up a little bit, it's the entertainment. Everything else is perfect. We're gonna order some room service tonight, so we'll have to let you know how that is. But we're also tonight going to Lemon Fish, and I've been really looking forward to this restaurant.
I'm gonna miss Cancun. I love it here.
I am going to know Spanish by the time I come back again. I learned Uno más cupo mañana. One more cup tomorrow.
There's children that learn that. That's like first thing they learn in Spanish.
Nope, I learned the colors and you didn't know.
Give me my Tecate. I'm going back in the room.
I feel like I'm in a nest.
It's time for a siesta.
Oh, that's what they were doing. They literally had a whole family in here and they were all sleeping. It's genius.
Yeah, well, you know what else happens in these things?
What?
Spring break sex.
College kids, I tell you.
I'm probably laying on dirty pillows that have not clean stuff on them, but that's okay. We went to Lemon Fish for dinner tonight, which I was looking forward to. Got some sushi and got some little short rib tacos.
Short rib tacos with the little chilis. They
Ooh.
say they are very spicy. I can't wait to eat them. I already have them on one of my little baby tacos. Look at how cute they are.
And James got like some skewers and some ceviche. Everything was excellent.
It was good. I liked it.
It did take a little bit more time to get to our table, but the food was prepared a little bit more intricately than what we've had. So it took a little bit longer, but it was well worth it. It was so good. I thought all the food at this resort.
Yeah, all the food at this resort was pretty good.
We ate at all the restaurants except for Sal. The food is extra. We did not eat at the Italian restaurant. I have heard that's good. We just weren't here long enough to add in another restaurant, and Italian would have been at the bottom of my list. The oyster bar, we both got the fish tostadas. They were pretty good.
But they only have a few different kinds of things that they do there.
But overall, I like Paradisus. I would recommend this resort to pretty much anybody. If you want a relaxing trip, that would be the key. Like, it would be a relaxing, easygoing trip with good food. There are a lot of people that have kids here, but there really doesn't seem to be much to do for the kids.
They did have family activities and stuff, but I think you could probably find a better resort in that price point that would be better for families.
Kids don't really care. They don't really need much, but a couple doors down, there's like water slides for kids at one of the resorts. So I don't know. It just depends on what you're looking for. Tonight is the Latin street music, and then if it's lame, we're going to go back to our room and order some room service, even though we just ate.
I don't know if anything can top the neon silent party last night.
But
That was...
I don't know, there might be some cool things happening this weekend, but we're not going to be here to see it. So there's a couple things that they do here that we missed out on.
Yeah, that's
Unfortunately.
okay. The kind of bar is still open, guys. It's like 9:45.
10.
Oh, it's 10 o'clock. It's still open. So yeah, I don't know. It's still open, so that's a good thing.
Go down there and grab beer.
Sure. The outdoor Kana bar, that was definitely a hit. That place was packed.
Beautiful.
We just got our last drink in Cancun.
Last Tecate.
Last Tecate. It's beautiful here.
I feel like I'm in the Yucatan jungle.
It is really like you're in the middle of nature. Like you would never know that this is inside. It's so cool. Because if you look around, there's so much greenery and everything's alive and beautiful and colorful. It's gorgeous. I'm gonna miss this. It's beautiful. It was Latin night down at the Ginger Bar where they have like the main entertainment. They had like Latin dancers there that were like pulling in people to dance with them and teach them how to do these dances. It was pretty impressive, really. But thankfully, we didn't get chosen. But yeah, it was pretty good. As soon as James noticed that they were taking people from the crowd that were just sitting in chairs, he was not opposed to getting up and walking around outside. So I wish they would have got him because it would have been hilarious. We got back to our room and tried to use the QR code for the room service, but the QR code that we were given when we first got here doesn't work. So we called down to room service on the phone and they emailed us a PDF file of the 50-some page menu. This menu is huge. I think it's just in different languages though. Pretty decent menu. So we ordered some classic nachos, buffalo wings, and a classic burger. They said that it is included in our stay, but I think that it's actually $5 delivery fee, so I'm not really sure. But the food was ordered and it will be delivered in 55 minutes. 55. I'm tired. But we have to do it. We're gonna eat it regardless, but I'm not hungry at all. But now we both have to stay up for 55 minutes until our room service gets here. Let's just see if James can make it up without falling asleep with the beer in his hand until our food gets here.
Waiting on room service. No, we're tired. We're ready for bed.
What are you doing?
10 minutes later.
Room service came. They made it very early. They told us it would be, what, 55 minutes? Something like that? Did they say 55? That's kind of an odd number. And they made it here in like 30 minutes. So this is awesome. We're gonna eat and we're gonna go straight to sleep.
Best thing about being on vacation is you get to do things you normally don't do. Like eating food in bed. It's so good.
And like that, our vacation in Cancun was over. But we still had one more thing that we needed to do. It's a sad, sad day. In less than an hour, we're gonna be on our way to Cancun Airport, heading back home. I think we're gonna go out on the beach, say our farewells like we usually do. A tradition that we've been carrying on for a while. I'm gonna miss Tecate and tequila shots. I wonder if the GoPro is getting us right here. I wonder if we should walk down there a little bit further.
Paradisus Cancun. Great resort. Highly recommend. It's absolutely beautiful. Food is great. Pools are nice. Staff is wonderful. Our Cancun trip to Paradisus has come to an end. My favorite part of our room was the balcony. It was very big, and the sunrise off of that balcony was just beautiful. I would say it was a successful trip to Cancun. We had a great time. The resort was just every time you walk out of your room, you're like, wow. Wow. This place is beautiful. And they hit the mark on the food. I loved that there was authentic Mexican food at this resort. Our favorite food was probably lemon fish, and then for lunch was blue agave. Oh, those tacos, they were amazing. The guacamole and the chili diablo. I do like tacos. I can eat tacos day in and day out. Entertainment was pretty good. Some nights, lacking on other nights. Our room was simple and had an absolute gorgeous view. The pools are really nice. Chairs were relatively plentiful. If you waited a little bit of time, people would get up. We didn't have problems getting chairs most of the days. It was a beautiful view from the pools. There was at the chill pool, there was like a couple chairs that sat and faced the ocean with an absolutely incredible view. It's a nice little setup. They did run out of towels on some days, but we believe it was because people would just leave all their towels out. It didn't feel like it was overly crowded, and we didn't really have to wait too long for elevators. Our elevators are super quick. The other thing is that there's no drink menus anywhere. They need to have like a drink of the day.
It just makes it easier on the bartenders, I feel like. They're trying to make things.
Yeah, because they would say, yes, I know how to make that, and then they would make a drink that wasn't even anything close to what
expecting.
We were expecting. and not that they were bad. Everything was really good, but it just wasn't the same.
At this point, we're just kind of nitpicking it, but honestly, great experience there at the Paradisus.
So yeah, overall, I recommend this resort for anyone, really.
We didn't cover the spa in this video, but I'm sure it was really nice. They usually are at these all-inclusives, but they cost extra. We really need to start visiting the spas more often. We didn't get to cover the full reserve experience because we weren't reserve members, but if you are a reserve member, you'll have access to a whole other pool. There's another bar out there. I believe there's another like lobby bar in Pyramid 5. I think you get access to a whole nother restaurant as a reserve member. Also, steakhouse. You might have one free meal as a reserve member at the steakhouse. Not sure how true that is, but there's a little bit more information for you. Trying to think of other things that we didn't cover in this series. I don't know. If you haven't seen our Riu Palace Peninsula videos, check those out.
We are at the Riu Palace Peninsula in Cancun, and this is a junior suite ocean view room.
We did them a little while back. Not quite the same as the kind of videos that we're making today, but very much, you know, still us. It's still us, and I mean, I don't know. We just know a little bit more now, getting better at doing this. If you enjoy it and you feel like you got something from this video, hit the thumbs up and, you know, subscribe to the channel, because this is not our last trip. We're gonna be doing many, many other things.
Nick, it's gonna be the bomb!
If you're a person that likes to vacation, we try to make videos for people that like to do these kind of things. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.